Good morning, Patriots. Welcome to Episode 5 of the Brandon's Wisdom Show. So the most important news of the week, the House of Reps passed this $1.9 trillion stimulus package. And just like the previous stimulus, it looks like another congressional wish list, completely packed with BS provisions that do not help the American people at all, and basically just line the pockets of members of Congress.
What?
Yes, shocking, I know. Because of course we know that Congress would never put their own needs and political agendas ahead of the American people, right? Unless you live under a rock or don't own a TV, you would know that I'm being sarcastic. Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas even referred to this bill as the swamp looking after itself, which seems accurate. So here's a few of the provisions that the Democrats cooked up in this absolute piece of garbage. Under this bill mandate, many Americans would receive a direct one-time payment of $1,400 per check. However, federal employees, as long as their children's schools remain closed, would receive that same $1,400 check every single week. So why the hell would they keep their kids in school if they can make $1,400 on the side? I'm sure that will never be abused. Additionally, the bill includes $350 billion for crap holes like California and New York, not to mention healthcare subsidies for illegal immigrants. So let me put this bill into perspective for you. $350 billion to bail out crappy-ran Democrat states and cities, $130 billion to the teachers' unions, who, by the way, own Joe Biden, and last but not least, healthcare subsidies for people who are not even American citizens. So in case you were ever wondering if you were a priority to Congress, you're not. It's pretty evident at this point that Congress is just no longer working for us. I really do believe that it's time for term limits for Congress. The swamp is just so unapologetically corrupt at this point that they don't even care what we think anymore. They are so arrogant that they're willing to send $1 trillion of your tax money overseas, meanwhile handing you a $1,400 check to last until they cook up some more money that we don't have. I would really love to know if other countries are sending us their tax dollars to stimulate the American economy. I'm guessing you already know the answer to that. Speaking of corruption, everyone's favorite governor, according to the fake news media, Andrew Cuomo, who, by the way, is already in hot water over the nursing home scandal, now has at least 2 accusations of sexual misconduct as governor of New York. Now remember, this is the same Andrew Cuomo who gave Brett Kavanaugh hell during the Christina Blasey Ford sexual allegations from when he was in high school. But here's my question. Where is the Me Too movement, who was so vocal during the Brett Kavanaugh hearings? Where is the, quote, believe all women feminists, who were calling for Kavanaugh to be removed before he even took his position on the Supreme Court, with, by the way, zero evidence except for the word of Dr. Ford? So my question is, do we still believe all women, or do we only believe women when they villainize a Republican? By the way, I could make the exact same case against Joe Biden, in which the Me Too movement, along with the fake news media, have completely ignored the very credible sexual allegations against Joe Biden by Tara Reade. Yes, liberal privilege is real. In case you haven't figured it out yet, there's 2 separate rules. Rules for Democrats and rules for everyone else. In some good news, yesterday, the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, finally lifted the mask mandate, along with lifting restrictions on businesses.
So today, I'm issuing a new executive order that rescinds most of the earlier executive orders. Effective next Wednesday, all businesses of any type are allowed to open 100%. That includes any type of entity in Texas. Also, I am ending the statewide mask mandate.
God bless Texas.
Now, despite these changes, remember this. Removing state mandates does not end personal responsibility or the importance of caring for your family members and caring for your friends and caring for others in your community. Personal vigilance to follow the safe standards is still needed to contain.
Yeah, dude, we don't care. You could have ended it after mask mandates. Now, of course, this is good news, but the real problem that I see here is, why does the government have the authority to close down your business in the first place? How does the state have the power to force you to wear a face diaper? And the answer is simple. We've given these people too much power and authority over our lives, and we have forgotten the fact that they work for us, or at least they have forgotten that. I believe in freedom, and individuality, and liberty. And if we continue to give up these unalienable rights in the name of safety to overstepping governors and officials, we will lose everything. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the Brandon's Wisdom Podcast. 1 John 3:8. He who sins is of the devil, for the devil has sinned from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil.